what's going on, everybody? Two Belts running back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. I got something a little bit different today. I was looking at our feud lineup that we have here. It's live in game. You'll notice that I'm not going to actually set anything up and save it. I'm not feuding on the content creator account, obviously. But all that being said, I was looking into some possible characters. So we were talking about Trish earlier today, that you'll probably need to use Canadian Trish if you have her for this spot here for 6-star gold Trish. I was looking at some of these steel cage bonuses and saw this really strong leech effect, but I cannot for the life of me figure out what female has a really good like leech move or health steal move. It just doesn't really seem like it's a very common, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Doesn't seem like a common type of move or style for a lot of the females out there. There's obviously some, like I know Tech Becky has the health steal. I don't know if she's in the top end of this account that I have. She's not, but if I find her, there. Like I remember she used to have a pretty sizable health steal. So yeah, steal 3.1 million health. So like an extra 100% on that isn't bad. And the other one that I remember that used to have a pretty sizable health steal that nobody ever used because it's always just easier to use the blues. It was Charlotte, and Charlotte has this Juggernaut move where you put out 2 Juggernaut gems, and this doesn't show it, so I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade it, but it steals 5.5 million health per Juggernaut, so that would be 11 mil, and that plus the 100% leech bonus wouldn't be horrible, but like it doesn't seem like there's a lot of great health stealers for the females. The only other one that I can possibly think of is Io Sky. And Io Sky has, which trap move? Is it this one? This is the bleed. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one is the health steal for 1.4 mil that you essentially turn the entire board into trap gems, and each one that you break steals 1.4 mil. So with the buff, it'll go up to 2.8. But Io also suffers from like not being able to break the entire board. That's a very difficult task for her. It's almost like it's always just one column, one column, one column, one column, if you're lucky to break that much. So there are some characters out here that have solid health steals, but like none of them really recycle well, and none of them are really that consistent and strong. So that kind of soured what the whole premise of this being the leech gem effect or leech effect or health steal effect, part of essentially prepping for feud was going to be. But I did see that we have some gem damage bonuses here, red, purple, and blue. And there's also cross break gem damage. I already did a Stephanie Vicaire gear video recently for December, so I don't feel that I need to go through that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Cross break and blue gem damage would help that out significantly. But I did see the red gem damage, and I also spoke with a very close friend of mine, Mr. Sir Zorro, and Zorro brought to my attention there's a great character that I have not used in a long time, and probably a lot of you haven't used since her monthly other than for a trainer. It's Jersey Wildcat Liv Morgan. Liv has her own moment for +3 multiply gem strength. I haven't even bothered to set the strap up and all that stuff because it's, again, as I can repeat, right, I was looking for leech gem value stuff, and I decided that's not really going to work, but I might as well go ahead and see what Jersey Wildcat's cooking. So the entourage for this is the triple, or not the entourage, the moves is the triple red, bottom into multis, then we make a bunch of snowfalls, and then some black gems, and it had me thinking, what we could do is we could check out how strong this ultimate rainbow snowfall plate really is on a couple of these characters. So, and I think there's a Miz headband, if I recall properly, which gives more red gem damage from snowfalls, which it does, so I will gladly take that. But yeah, so I'm not going to bother with the substats and all that junk. But we have 6 MP moves here. They're all red. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find... We can use Andre, and we can use our Armor King. So we have 2 red MP and 2 multi, 2 red MP and 2 multi. I can go ahead and break out Santa for the 1 more MP. You could obviously use her in the middle row if you don't want to have to use Santa for that bonus. And then obviously to me the strongest would be Seth and Nardo, but we can start out with Zombie Bailey since it's going to be red and multiplies instead of black gems and multiplies for Zombie LA Knight. And we're just going to keep all that the same. I will try it once like this, and then I will try it once with Seth and Nardo just to see the difference. But to me, I feel like this is worth looking into just to see how good and or strong she is with the snowfall plate. So we're turning the bottom 2 rows into times 11s. So before the snowfall plate, these are already at 3 million apiece. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the snowfalls, which is going to trigger our plate from going off. And now just under 3, they're just over 6.5 million apiece. And we have 14 of those. And all we have to really do is worry about making 2 4 matches in the top rows here. And that should typically break all of those snowfalls. It's going to turn everything below it into reds. It's 118 million damage on Jersey Wildcat. Now, I know that the Rainbow Snowfall is probably not the most commonplace plate. The Miz headband is only 50%. I don't know if it's common or not. I think I got one like the month it came out and then never bothered with getting another, even if it was made available, just because it didn't seem that it was that great. 50% is not that great. But it seems like it could be doable if you have Santa for a +1, and if you have the Rainbow Snow Flurry plate. Obviously, if you don't have Andre and Armor King, you can just use Butch and like Sherry for the same exact thing for 4 MP and 4 multi. I'm just showing the 2-2 side of things. And this will be with Seth and Nardo compared to with Zombie Bailey. I think both are going to be pretty significant. I think Seth and Nardo is going to be stronger than Bailey, so I didn't want to just start with that and then wind the numbers down. I figured we could start on the lower end and wind the numbers up. So again, we'll make 2 4 matches. That should break all the snowfalls. That'll break everything below it. And this time we hit for 100 and just shy of 132 mil. So not a crazy difference. It's not like we went from 110 to 200, but definitely a little pick me up, like another 20-ish mil, give or take. But yeah, it seems like Jersey Wildcat, the freebie, really not a horrible idea. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what tomorrow's video is going to be. Tomorrow's video is going to actually be on, let's see if we can find her, if I can type. It's going to be on Canadian Icon Trish, if the game will let me open it and show you. It's going to be on Canadian Icon Trish. And that's because, again, we were just talking about how we're going to need to use Trish in the feud for that middle lane, middle row. And she also has a health steal side of things with the traps. So that'll be 285k. Each of those will go up double. So just around 570k a piece. You can obviously use the bonus snowfalls. It's not really worth it. None of this other stuff is worth it, but we'll get into more detail about that when that video hits. But yeah, so I figured with Feud being upon us, at least the first of the Flash feuds, and there's going to be, I guess, a new character. I'm not going to be able to preview the new character. I'm sure many of you will have the new character before I even get my video out on her. Again, I will be gone for the majority of the, month, give or take. I should be back hopefully about halfway through, sometime around there. But I figured let me go ahead and get these videos out first and foremost. I'm kind of moving everything around schedule-wise, so maybe the videos are going to sound a little bit messed up, like this is the first video in December or something like that. But yeah, I figured let me get a couple of quick hitter videos out on here. Today's will be Liv, tomorrow's will be Canadian Trish. I'm sure that she'll be a CSS if she's in the middle row. And I don't think Jersey Wildcat is going to be, but if you have any hype for her, she can definitely fit here in the striker female section in the middle row, like I was talking about. And you can get that +1 move charge bonus for her, so you don't have to use Santa. You can use more multi-gem strength or Zombie Bailey and Seth Leonardo or something else there to make her even stronger. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, at least for today's part of the little mini feud prep that I have going on. Again, it's Wednesday by the time that I'm recording this. I'm gone on Thursday, so I don't know what the CSS are, who they will be. I have no idea if Canadian Trish is going to be one. I'm just making an educated guess, and I think that Jersey Wildcat Liv will be a solid pick-me-up for anyone that wants to use her, especially with the red gem damage bonus this weekend. But hey, that's it for me on this one. Like the video, subscribe, share, comment, all that wonderful stuff. You already know the dig. But hey, that's going to be it for me on this one. So until next time, y'all, have a good one.